What's up, everybody? I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef. And if you're anything like me, you're super hyped for Borderlands 3 dropping in just 5 days. Now, I was trying to think of something we could cook to tide me over, and it hit me. I checked out my buddies over at Pixelated Provisions, fantastic site. Check them out down below in the description. And I realized, oh man, the Crumpocalypse is upon us. So in honor of Borderlands 3 and Tiny Tina, I'm gonna make some fantastic crumpets. Come with me into my kitchen, I'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, so one thing I did off camera, I cheated. I activated our yeast, got it in about a half cup of warm water. That's our 1 teaspoon of active yeast, along with our sugar. So I'm gonna pour this right into this bowl. Now you know it's active because it was kind of foamy and it smells like yeast. Alright guys, so next thing I'm going to take is a 1/4 cup of milk. Now I know the recipe calls for a tablespoon of powdered milk, but if you don't have powdered milk, you can go online, find the conversion. 1/4 cup is equivalent to 1 tablespoon. Pour that right in. I'm going to take our salt, and just sprinkle, little star, and I'm going to take our flour. We'll dump this in. I'm gonna grab our whisk that's right over here. I'm gonna let my inner psycho out and just whisk it. Ah! Now, when it starts to dry like this, is when you're gonna want to take this 1 1/4 cup of warm water, and just pour it on in. Just pour it in there. And you're just gonna mix this all together and whisk it until it's kind of a smooth, battery deliciousness. And not the kind of battery that you might put in Claptrap. Stop putting batteries in Claptrap. Just gonna mix it, mix the devil right out of it, or the psycho right into it, depending on your perspective, how you feel about things. All right, guys, once your batter gets nice and smooth like this, I'm gonna take some plastic wrap, I'm gonna cover the bowl, and I'm gonna let it sit for about an hour until it pretty much doubles in size. So I'll see you guys in an hour. All right, guys, so now that our timer's gone off, you can see our batter has doubled a bit. It is batterific. I'm now going to take our baking soda, I think it's about a ½ teaspoon, and gonna just spank that right in, along with 1 tablespoon of water. Probably could have gone without the water because we used the milk. Gonna mix this up real good. And once again, we're just gonna let this sit, this time for only about 15 minutes. You do not need to cover it at this point. Leave it uncovered and awesome. I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. So, until then, grab your gear, level up your psycho, get ready for some crumpocalyptic awesomeness. Alright guys, so after that 15-minute rest period is up, we're going to get our pan ready on medium-high heat. I'm going to do a quick spin with my whisk in the batter. You don't have to do this. I'm doing it just to get a little more air bubbles in. Alright, I'm going to grab a ladle, because that's going to make it way easier to ladle the crumpet batter into our cooking apparatus. I'm going to grab a plate. I'm gonna try not to break all the other plates. All right, I'm gonna grab our non-stick cooking spray and I'm gonna just give our pan a hit. You also want a metal cookie cutter. If you can't find a metal cookie cutter like us, I did some cashew chicken the other night. This is the can that the bamboo shoots I used came in. I just removed the top and bottom. I washed it real good. I'm gonna take this over the sink and just spray the inside of this with my cooking spray, because we don't want our batter stick into our cookie cutter thing. All right, so I'm gonna set this in the center of the pan. I'm gonna get a ladle full of our batter, and I only want to fill it about 1/4 to halfway. So here we go. Okay. And now we just let that cook for about 4 to 6 minutes, and then we'll flip it over and cook the other side until it's nice and golden brown. All right, guys, so for safety, I have my silicone oven mitt. And I tried to figure out how am I gonna flip this, and I figure I'll grab my silicone tongs. Click, click. And ready? Because we go 1, 2, 3, and... Yeah, and Dapper Jeff made a mess. But I'm actually gonna use my silicone tongs and kind of push my... Yeah, this did not work. The non-stick cooking spray clearly didn't work on the interior of the can. So...
Learning.
Yes, we're learning. You're definitely gonna want like a cookie cutter or a crumpet ring or something. So I'm gonna let this sit for like good 2-3 minutes. Let that cook. But hey, look at this. Look at. We have this fantastic crumpet filigree. Hey doctor, you want a bite? It's like a pancake.
It is a griddle cake made from flour and yeast, traditionally eaten with butter. All I ever ate, son.
Because in Borderlands, when something doesn't go your way, do you quit? No. Do you try to figure out, how did I screw this up and how can I go better next time? No. You keep going and you fight on and you get a second win, like this.
Yeah.
Okay, see that? Look at that. Look at how that worked. That worked perfectly. All right, guys, that's how you psychos make a fantastic crumpet for Borderlands 3. I'm Dapper Jeff, your gamer chef. I'm gonna eat these, I'm gonna chill with Tiny Tina, but while I do, click the like and subscribe buttons down below. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for some really cool stuff if you're a fan of Well Fed or my live streams. I'm gonna be live streaming Borderlands 3 all day, Friday and Saturday this coming week. And most importantly, I need you guys to do me a favor. I want you to stay dapper, stay well fed.
Jeff, come up with a stinger. Do it.
It's a spatula stinger. I'm a bee!
That's terrible!